Dirty Laundry, your home for true crime online. Like, share, subscribe. Through all of this insanity, please don't lose sight of the real reason we are all here. Somewhere she's out there. Someone knows where, but until she's found, there will be no justice for Summer Wells. Say an extra prayer for law enforcement and searchers. They are the last hope for a little girl failed by so many others. Summer has been gone over 10 months now. No trace of her was ever found. No suspects named, but no one, not even her parents, have been officially cleared. Summer's hair is blonde, but it could be dyed any color. Her eyes are blue. When Summer was reported missing, she weighed 40 pounds and stood 3 feet tall. Her height and weight may have changed slightly. If you can help with any credible information in the case or think you may have seen Summer, please call TBI at 1-800-TBI-5. Keep praying, keep your babies close, and as always, thank you for your kind attention. And now, will there be an intervention? Where's her mama? And who's her daddy? Candus, by all accounts, is in a downward spiral. Her so-called husband and children are all gone. She's swimming with piranha and, fair warning, ralphing all over YouTube. It's hard to tell if she's suffering from overconsumption, COVID, or karma, but she's pretty close to rock bottom, and the one person who should be stepping up appears to have stepped aside, yet again. Hi everyone, I hope you had a beautiful Easter. I took a week off from making content and just sat back on the sidelines and watched other creators this week. The good, the bad, and the ugly, and boy, did I learn a lot. First, I'd like to give a shout out to both Anonymous True Crime and Evil Exists. Both channels have been my first stops when I log on. They get me caught up without putting me to sleep. I've stopped watching those 45-plus minute long videos with one tiny grain of information buried deep inside of it because they almost never get to the point, and most are just wondering out loud and spurring rumors and clickbait, drama, or outright lies just to boost their views, and that's not fair. Rather than point them out individually and add to the drama, I'd just like to focus on ground zero of this whole mystery, Candus and her current state of mind. Not her latest drunken rant, nor her online dating adventures, or even the click-thirsty misery pimps surrounding her like vultures. I'd like to focus on her state of mind, her bad habits, and what could happen next. I think we're starting to see where Candus gets her unique style of parenting. Candus Harer should intervene right now before she loses yet another daughter, but she seems to be gone again. Candus is either playing drama queen for attention or she's reached the end of her rope, but this week she appeared on a live stream either too ill or too snockered to form a coherent sentence.
I tell you what to do, just burp and get it out of there.
I went fucking down and out of the light. Wide open.
Right, get it out of there.
Get out. I gotta go lie down.
Well, go lay down, get you some rest. You'll...
Y'all, in my honest, non-professional opinion, don't sue me, if somebody doesn't intervene, I don't think Candus Bly is going to see 2023. It's been reported that she declined rehab offered to her earlier, but without an intervention, it really looks like she's a danger to herself. If I were her mama, I'd be terrified for her. Why hasn't Grandis stepped in? She could legally seek an involuntary commitment for Candus, lasting up to 72 hours in the state of Tennessee, but would she? If not, why? Involuntary commitment laws vary from state to state. Although Tennessee doesn't have the Baker Act like we do in Florida, under certain conditions, a person can be held involuntarily if certain criteria are met until they can be evaluated and stabilized or admitted for inpatient treatment. Candus hasn't shared an awful lot about her life before dawn, but we have heard on several occasions that her mother has always had a habit of making herself scarce when her children need her most. When Candus was a teen, Grandis reportedly left her 3 young daughters with her husband Kenneth for a time and ran off with another partner. When Summer disappeared, she left Rogersville almost immediately instead of staying to look for her granddaughter. Her pre-scheduled doctor's appointment was more important than searching for Summer. Can we expect her to change now? These past few months, Candus seems to prefer shady internet fame hounds over her own mother for support and self-esteem. But eventually, they'll burn her, and then what? Candus is a dependent person in a fragile state with out-of-control substance issues. She even claimed in a video recently that Candus Bly was not her actual father and that she didn't know who he was, but she says, quote, "He is Cajun," unquote. Who knows if it's just more trolling or if Grandma Candy was getting some side action back in the day, but maybe it would explain some of Candus's insecurities. Candace Rose, born sick with a heart condition, was followed by sisters Jeannie and then the baby, oddly given the same name as her, another Rose. Almost like a spare in case Candace didn't pull through. You know how Grandma Candy loves her flower gardens. The new baby Rose was reportedly the Rose that Jim favored and that Grandis mourns for till this day. Candus ended up in the carnival on street pharmaceuticals and with an abusive man, and then later, died. Rose, by contrast, was poised to go on to try her hand at children's books, and although she had some marriage troubles, she seemed to have a much brighter life ahead of her than Candus. When she disappeared, she became the focus of the family, while Candus was left to fend for herself. Candus Bly has had to struggle for approval and attention her whole life. The internet, for all of its ugliness, is like the carnival. It's sketchy and full of clowns and freak shows, but if you can stomach the greasy cuisine and thrill rides, it's a way to escape reality for a while. The only problem is, when the last clown has moved on to the next mark, Candus will be left behind to clean up the aftermath all alone. It's sink or swim for Candus, and Grandis should throw out the life raft before she goes down for the 3rd time. Her daughter is headed for a monumental breakdown, and possibly worse if she doesn't receive some kind of help. As we wait for TBI and what's left of the Hawkins County Police Department, which is down by 12 guys, to break this case and find Summer, it's extremely difficult to be patient. But without proof that Summer was harmed, the DA is not going to move forward. So until there's a break, we're stuck with a stale stream of histrionics, clickbait, and outright lies. Lord willing, I'll still be here, still following every ridiculous moment, but I promise not to waste your time with clickbait. We have enough of that online already. Candus needs help, and whether you feel pity or disgust for her, the warning signs are there, and to ignore a daughter in crisis is a mistake Brandis should not make twice. I'd like to thank my mods, subscribers, and visitors. I hope to see you again real soon. Until then, stay safe, keep your babies close, and I bid you peace, love, and clean laundry.